Good morning. It is Saturday, June 11th. Just chipping away at some of the wood that the kind local tree services were nice enough to drop right in my yard. So this will account for a huge percentage of what I need for firewood this winter. It was all hard maple. That would be ash, more maple, and then there's like a scattered 2 or 3 pieces of pine. That will end up in the bonfire pit because I don't burn pine in the house. And then a different company, they've been dumping here for a couple years now, so they actually know where I like to have my wood dropped, but not complaining. I'm happy they brought it. Brought this stuff. There's more ash and a little bit of box elder, but it's all hardwood. So I gotta clean up and reorganize this area. I got my scaffolding and everything back here. I just gotta find a better spot for that. Maybe I need to rent a storage unit or something, because I am starting to have too much stuff. But anyways, yeah, I would say that's easily over half to 3/4 of what I'm gonna need this winter. After it's all split up, those big pies over there, holy smokes, you know, every single one of those is a wheelbarrow of wood. Oh, there's the cranes. Now we got 2 regular pterodactyls that come back every year. Made a nice trade with the neighbor. Got myself a 041 Still Farm Boss, and came with the original 18-inch bar and chain on. I went to my local still dealer and they set me up with a brand new Roll-O-Matic 20-inch and a real aggressive chain. The MS-180C is still rocking and rolling. Absolutely love that saw. It just blows in my mind how much wood I can get cut with 1 tank of gas. That one will do all this little stuff, you know. It'll get through these no problem, but when it comes to these big guys, I you know, it's just time for a big saw. When you got big wood, you gotta have a big saw, you know. That big bastard. Look at this, you know, that's a size 12 shoe. Some of this stuff is pretty huge. This thing, this big monster, this might just turn into my dedicated splitting block, because that will last a long time, and it's nice and flat. The cut on it is nice and flat. If I come on. See, that is a nice stable splitting block, and it's got just a slight angle on it, so if the stuff I want to split isn't perfectly, you know, cut square, which almost never is, just turn it to where it balances, bam, whack it with the fiskers and keep going. So I'm gonna drag the splitter over here pretty quick, and I'll get my girls working on all these, you know, smaller stuff. The gas splitter can handle that no problem, and then I will go to town with the fiskers over there working on them big pieces, because I'm not even gonna bother struggling with trying to get them up on the splitter and rolling them around. The 7-ton really doesn't like those huge ones, so I'll probably do all that by hand. I don't know, I'm really fast with the Fiskars, so I did a video on that. I've never stored this in the shed. There's a little bit of rust on the blade finally, but she's still razor sharp. You know, it's amazing. Once you use it, it starts cleaning itself up, and I swear it's self-sharpening. You know, maybe they hammer forged it in a way where the grains cross, and as it wears, it just stays sharp as balls. I've had this thing for 3 years now, and I just, you know, when I'm done, I usually, that's how it's stored. So I don't lose it. If I throw it in my shed, it's going to get buried in my tools, and it's gone. But yeah, so the winter prep is well underway. There's a whole bunch more maple, and this stuff is nice and dry too. You know, that's almost ready to burn. I know, you're supposed to cure it for 3 years. Well, hell with that. Who's got the time for that? My wood furnace chews up anything. Once there's coals in the bottom, you can throw anything in there, and that thing is going to chew it up. And I've got a 12 by 12, or no, 16 by 16 brick chimney going all the way through the roof with 12 by 8 clay flue on the top. So I do check it every year. There's absolutely minimal buildup in there. I run hot fires at least once a week through the winter, and that helps dry out and just turns any creosote buildup, turns it into dust, and you know, rips it out the top. So yeah, just a quick update. Pretty excited. It's only beginning of June, and I'm almost, you know, yeah, I got work to do, but I've already got the wood. It's here. Now I just got to go whittle through it. And this is literally one more tank of gas. I got to roll the stuff that's cut out and get it over there. One more tank of gas in the little saw will get the rest of this cut down to length. One more tank of gas in the big saw. We'll get the rest of this done. There's a couple more big ones over there. There's like 3, maybe 4 tanks of gas in the saws, and this is all going to be cut to length. And the big stuff I'll pile up, and I'll split when it's starting to crack and, you know, good and dry. The little stuff can be split right away. So I reckon by the end of June, I'll have everything cut, processed, stacked, and it can just breathe until, you know, October, when I gotta start burning again. So awesome. Boland's is working awesome. I got a 10-watt solar panel on top of that, wired just direct to the battery. It's an old shit battery. Who knows how old it is, but it wasn't holding the charge. I was having to jump this thing every time I wanted to use it. Now it's starting to be a pain in the ass. A couple of days with the 10-watt panel on top. Now she starts on her own power. Check this out. Oh, she better go. Come on, baby. Yeah. What a sweetheart, eh? Turn the snowblower into a plow. Now it's actually useful. Got the eagle clutching the world. I gotta extend the tongue on my trailer though, because the chains want to rally into the planks a little bit there. kill switch don't work anymore, so I just choke it. And that kills her. Quick the key off so I don't kill the batteries, but yeah, this thing is just awesome. Everything works on her. Alright, that's it for today. Gardens are looking beautiful. We'll just show you that real quick. Check that out. Everything's growing. Cabbage, red and green cabbage, zucchini, Roma tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, slicer tomatoes, broccoli, cauliflower, bell peppers, habaneros, Trinidad scorpions, peas, and beans. And those are just starting to pop. So then we got our potatoes, onions, cucumbers, and squash, and pumpkins back there. So yeah, hoping for a good harvest. And we're gonna do a lot more canning and preserving this year, because you know the shortages are here, man. It's getting harder and harder to find food. Cost of fuel is absolutely ludicrous, but whatever. In the name of peace and unity and equity, I guess we can all be equally fucked, right? Sending all our money overseas. How stupid. Anyways, thanks for watching. God bless you. Take care.